I'm Rolf and I produce video tutorials, manuals and sonic art. It's all about music, sound and everything that's meant to rouse your ears.
Welcome to part 3 of my series about Zebra's presets.
Welcome to the second video of mine concerning Glitch Machine's palindrome. Today it's about choosing samples. I talked a lot about... Welcome to the second part of our series about the my tutorial about the sequencer functionality of Arturia's keystone. It's all about helping you to get creative, to be creative, and to stay creative in the realm of audible things. Today Let me mention only a few examples. There are videos about how to make use of granular sound processing. Indeed, there is a whole series of videos, 20 so far, about that matter. This first part is just a brief overview to get familiar with the diverse parts of the user interface. When we talk about the delay functionality of Crusher X, we have to distinguish 4 situations. First, auto trigger of the buffer is active. The content of my molecule, the grain itself. And what's more, by doing so, I'm able to mimic and to reflect the common goings on a, let's say, macro level, even on this microscopical level of sound, which I call grain. There has been a completely new... There are workshops explaining how frequency modulation really works. This kind of synthesis dominated the popular music in the 1980s. Yamaha's famous DX7 synth must not go unmentioned here. My video, which is available for free. I'm going to talk about other VSTs and eventually even hardware synths as well, to design sounds according to what you hear in your head, instead of terribly complicated looking mathematical and presets. We are going to take a detailed look at famous sounds and presets designed by great musicians. And there are 2 series of videos concerning modular synthesizers and modular sound design. Welcome to part 1 of my new series about soft tube. Welcome to my series. I should mention Grandpa Soundstone now. He stands for easy and simple explanations of basic, but sometimes even complex things which are important to understand when it comes to digital music production and creating sounds with computers. Would you like to build up electronic musical instruments and effects yourself? Or what about some self-made gear for your field recording activities? You may like to watch my do-it-yourself videos then. Well, I'm not going to bore you with more examples. There would be more examples to talk about, but I'd rather recommend visiting my website or my channels on YouTube. I use 3 public YouTube channels and a public website for my activities. There's also a private members area, which offers additional information, help and trainings. Supporting me here on Patreon makes you a part of it all, a part of the rofil-media.net community. Thank you for that. Thank you very much indeed. Rolf.